Hey there everyone, and welcome to our family devotional this week. Last week we started out with Psalm 23, starting in verse 1, and we read that the Lord is our shepherd, so we have all that we need. This week we're going to be covering verses 2 and 3, which says, He lets me rest in green meadows. He leads me beside peaceful streams. He renews my strength. He guides me along right paths, bringing honor to His name. Now today, to help me illustrate this point, I'm going to be using something that many of you may have right in your kitchen, so you may be able to make this too, called cornstarch. Now cornstarch is an interesting thing. If I put some water into this bowl, and I pour my cornstarch in. Get my cornstarch in there real good. Right before your eyes, the cornstarch starts to thicken up. So a lot of times, moms, dads, other adults, you may use cornstarch to thicken up a sauce or a gravy or something like that. But this is something that we call oobleck. And so oobleck is made just out of cornstarch and water. But it's interesting because it stays thick when it's not being moved around. But I can also pick it up and it becomes very firm. So if I stick my hand down in here, I get some of it, but I don't keep it moving. It starts to run through my fingers. Now, when things in our life suddenly change, we're a lot like the running cornstarch. You know, many times it may keep you up at night worrying about what's to come and what's going to happen next. And all sorts of questions may come to mind. And then the next day comes, and because you haven't been able to sleep, you become very grumpy and irritable. When we experience big changes in our life, though, we need help to be strong and focus on who is in control. And just like our firm cornstarch mixture that comes out of this, we can stay firm because God helps us feel calm and stable during these life changes. Whether we're at home or we're at school or we're traveling or wherever we may be, God helps us because He watches over us all the time. Knowing that God watches over all of us can bring us peace and give us a sense of security and the power to be strong in times of change. If we have faith that's firm like the cornstarch, God shows us how He can take us on the right paths and make decisions to show others about Him. So tonight, before you go to bed, I want you to remind yourself that God gives you peace and strength. I hope that you all have a great week and that you will join us next week for another family devotional. Have a great week, guys.